Okay, so we got a 45 tranny here the customer can't figure out to work on. Are you helping me? Why don't you quit helping me?
Okay.
And you want to help me some more. So once you tighten that one back down, that's why I said stop helping me. Taking the lid off is okay, but not more than that. Alright, so we're trying to figure out the in-plays and everything. So what problem are we having right now?
Adjusting the in-play on the main shaft.
Okay, did you adjust your second gear in-play yet?
Maybe. It's
Maybe.
been like a year since I've looked at this thing.
So you've been pissed off about it for a whole year, now you let me get pissed off. Good.
Nah, I just wasn't pissed off about it, just because other things.
So you got in-plays for your second gear in here, and you got your main shaft here back and forth. And is this pulled all the way this way now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you got this fancy spacer.
The bearings kept falling out of me.
No, that would never happen on a Harley. And you got red grease on it too. It must be a race car. Alright, so the problem is if you got no in-play in your second gear, you have no in-play here either. It doesn't matter what your spacer is. And here, because it's going to bottom out right here and not in there.
Yeah, I kind of get that figured out.
So you got to get this set in here, and then you work your way through the rest of the problem. What's the light going off? Then you got to go back and forth a couple times because it always screws with you a lot. So right now you have no in-play here that I can feel, but you don't have the bearings in there, and it has to have the bearings in there to hold it all where it belongs. And then for some reason there's a high gear in here, or a cluster in here that makes it more of a problem. You can do this without this being in there, you know that. Makes life easier. But because you got in-play on that one, you should have spring-loaded.
Yeah, that thing's always popping out.
It's, well, you know, it's a Harley. The kicker has to be up on that or it falls out. And of course, when you get these jammed in and out, this thing moves and it pops out on you. You notice that?
I do.
And you get to do this. So if they complain about the film, it's your fault.
I got it.
Okay, so where's your bearings? These are the bearings we're using? We need a rag. Oops, another one on the floor. Too many rags out. Now the rags are to keep from losing the parts, not scraping up the parts. So how much in-play are we shooting for? Don't know. Okay. Where's the washers for the other gears? Second gear in-play. Those? There's a gasket in there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's torn, but it's in there. It's not in there.
This is your assortment?
No, just randomness.
There you got more gaskets. Here's the second gear in-play washer.
Apparently you didn't bring it.
Did you have those?
I thought I did.
You have them at home? Or you didn't buy any? Or? We only got one washer? It takes more than one wash to adjust this. Because right now we got to adjust this. Unless that in-play is good, in which case it's alright. So is the in-play good?
I'll let you be the judge.
Well, how much you got? Enough?
Try not to speak over your video.
Not trying to sound stupid? Is that the problem?
Stop it.
That's just part of doing the job. These things are what they are. Now you don't need every bearing in here, but you need enough to make it center up, so it'll hold the shaft center. Because the shaft is binding, it doesn't work. Like right now we can't rotate this for some reason, probably because it's in gear or something. Oh, it's gritty. Any idea what kind of bearing clearance you got in this? Just all used or new, or
Those bearings, those are the ones that came out of it.
shaft is new?
That's the one I bought from you.
The race is used, I'm assuming.
Yeah, used.
Did you feel for clearances at all before you started doing all this? Or you just kind of waiting for it?
I don't recall.
Okay, we're neutral. Must be in gear that way. And this is a trike tranny.
Mm-hmm.
It's not supposed to be that tight to turn. Yeah, that's a little hard to turn when you're neutral. Any idea why it's so tight?
Maybe too big of a washer. I don't know. I couldn't get the second gear.
It's got clearance on second. Not a lot, but it's in there. Definitely tighter than hell. Damn, that's tight. It's got a clearance. It's all bound up. You have an end nut, do you? Got a sprocket, but no nut. Where's the other box of parts? Over here. No nut. No nut. Good thing I got my own nut. Here's my nut. Like my nut?
Mm.
It's not that one, though. It's this one. Thought I felt it move. It's a lot of drag. It's got clearance in it. Maybe that's my tool head clearance. Yeah. Hear it?
Mm-hmm.
It's all bound up. Okay, so what's been done in this training?
I just replaced that shaft. This is the one that came out of it.
Okay, so the main shaft's been changed. What
Remember
else
that
has
one?
been changed? I don't care about that. What else has been changed besides that?
No, that's pretty much it.
Did you put new bearings over here?
I think I did, yeah. Man, it's been so long.
I bet you the reason this is like this is because you got drag.
Because of that, yeah.
You got tools here. Gotta have this tool to work on Harley. Still tight, but okay, let's put it in forward gear. Ooh. That's a little hard to turn. That's maybe a little, I think that's more horsepower than the 45's got. That's tight. Every tooth, see? So why is it binding up on every tooth? Doesn't make sense. That has backlash. That has backlash. There's only 2 gears left. That's got backlash. You got 1 gear left over there.
Yeah, because the spring pop out of the trigger bolts.
That's not going to make it.
It won't change it.
Don't think that would make. Oh, maybe this. Yeah, maybe we are here in the ratchet mechanism. Yeah, okay. That explains it. Doesn't explain why it's so hard to move, though. That's a different thing. So you had to go over the center and make it work.
Mm.
See, this is still way too much drag. It's supposed to turn freely. see a major issues in there on something. Okay. Got multiple issues. And the gasket is in here, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I moved the gear over already. Yeah, it's got in play. Okay, so that's fine. I don't know what's all binding up for, but definitely got something binding up on it for some reason. Still tight. Those weren't even that tight. Still tight. Yeah, freed that up slightly, but still not free. All right. So you got a lot of parts that are not happy with each other in there. Which is probably some of your problems. When parts are fighting you, nothing goes easy. Screws in there? Yep. Not real tight either. So that probably gave you an extra towel clearance more than you had if it was tight.
I wanted to bind it up, and I didn't want to lose the screws.
Well, I tighten them all the way up when I do it. I want it. Number I'm going to use.
I was just trying to get it down here.
Yeah, same difference. It's already bound out even with not being tight, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The 8 screws being tight causing that problem. Not all of it. Do you have the rubber in the end of this on the shaft?
Yeah.
That's probably the problem right there. They cause a lot of binding. You always put those in last after you're all done.
Oh, didn't know that.
It compresses against the counter shaft, which causes a lot of drag. How free that is now? Three or two. All right. That does not come out as a unit. These are magnetic. Why are these magnetic?
Don't know. Special 1 year only.
Magnetic. Magnetic is bad.
Makes sense.
You know why it's bad?
Because it attracts metal.
Attracts debris. Yes, it does. These are magnetic. We have a cure for that. We'll demagnetize it.
That was it, huh?
I only go through once, but I want my arm back. See how they roll like they're supposed to now? See how they're not sticking?
Cool.
Maybe they're different with a magnet on them. These ones are, these are still magnetic, these two. Still got more in here. Do it again. You got some really magnetic ones sitting in here. They like each other a lot. And we got to split them up. See, those are sticking together.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of these were too. Not anymore. They rattle as I go through. Those two are sticking. One more. All right. And one of these is the one you're missing?
Yeah.
Are these standard size or you know?
I don't know.
Appear to be separated correctly now.